Good afternoon to you all. Welcome to my live video. My name is Jean the Blessed. I'm just going to take a few minutes just to allow others to come through and proceed. If it's your first time to watch my video, welcome. If you have been following me, welcome. If you're part of the family, yes, we call ourselves a family. If you're part of the blessed family, you are welcome. I would like to say apologies for starting this video a bit late. It's due to load shedding in South Africa, and yeah, that's how we are living. Everything is determined by load shedding. When there's no electricity, there is no Wi-Fi, and if you don't have a budget, we are talking of 200,000 rands to install solar for the house. Then you can't. Some may say, but solar is cheap. We can put solar. Unfortunately, for some of us, where we live, our houses, you can't just install the solar that you want or install as you please. You have to follow standards, quality standards, which means you need a quality good solar that is allowed by the insurance, that you won't start fires and that will affect other people's properties. So for me to have solar installed at my house, I need a budget of 200,000. So yeah, because of that, I live on ESCOM terms and conditions for load shedding. To those that are checking, how are you? I'm feeling much better. I had a small surgery yesterday for under my feet to remove what we call a wart under my feet, on the heel of my feet. Yeah, in Shona we call it a konzi. So it was very painful, and it's still very painful, but yeah, I'm working. It's not stopping me to work. If you see me saying I'm not working because I'm not feeling well, then know that I'm in a hospital, or I'm actually like under supervision, that I'm not supposed to work because I'm not feeling well. Otherwise, as long as I can move, as long as I'm eating, as long as I'm breathing and strong, I will work. Okay, because I was raised by my grandmother, I was raised by my mom, I was raised by strong women who says mukadzi anofira paguyo anditi, which means in English a woman will die working. Okay, so that's how I was raised, and it's with me. So that's me. Anyway, that was just a short introduction whilst you're waiting for people. So today I'm talking about truck drivers. As you know, when I'm doing topics like this, I move. So I need everyone to move with me because New Zealand is quite a lot. I'm doing New Zealand series. I started with teachers for New Zealand. I've already done that. We are moving. Today I'm doing truck drivers for New Zealand. So on my heading, I put the topics I'm going to talk about. So today I'm going to talk about the salary. How much is it in New Zealand dollars that a truck driver will be earning annually or monthly? I can convert it for you. What is the demand for truck drivers in New Zealand? What are the requirements? Like how many hours am I going to be working? What is the conversion? What is required in terms of qualifications? Yeah, things like that. That's what I'll be talking about. So I'm going to answer you. Thank you so much to everyone saying, how are you, Sissy Jean? I'm good. As you can see, I do have pains from the heel of my feet, but yeah, we are moving. So please tag truck drivers and all truck drivers. Okay, anyone from Africa, there is no restriction. Like I always say, this thing, when it starts, you must be there and start with it, because the more I do videos, the more people are finding out, the more people start applying. Trust me, within 3 months it will be flooded. So first come first serve. It's not me who controls. I bring the opportunity. If you are behind, you are behind. If you catch up with the wave, you catch up with the wave. And to those that say, I don't have time to watch your videos, I don't know what to do, but I want to hear from you directly, you know the process. You book me via my messenger. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let's proceed. Let me just have a sip. Okay, so what is the salary So first question, is there demand for truck drivers? Yes, there is demand for heavy truck drivers in New Zealand. Heavy truck drivers. In Shona we call them magonyeti kana kuti matraki. We are talking of heavy truck drivers. There is demand for heavy truck drivers. Even the government is well aware of the need and the demand for heavy truck drivers. Okay, and when we say there is a heavy truck drivers demand, we mean there is demand, which means there are opportunities of heavy truck drivers to apply and get a job in New Zealand. And what is the salary? So the salary that they are paying currently, right now, we are looking at 65,000 New Zealand dollars, 65,000 New Zealand dollars. New Zealand dollar. New Zealand, let me work it out for you. New Zealand dollar to rand or to USD. Everyone loves USD. Let me put it in USD. So we are looking at that about 40,593. 40,593, you can divide it by 12, okay? Then you get your monthly salary. For me, it's quite a lot. For me, it's quite a lot. The hours, okay, what are the hours? So in terms of the government of New Zealand, the hours that a truck driver must work, they are talking of about 13 hours maximum. A truck driver must not work more than 13 hours per day in New Zealand, okay? You are not allowed to work more than 13 hours. And what qualifications do you need as a truck driver? There are no specific qualifications for truck drivers. The only thing that is needed for truck drivers is your truck driving license. And many of you who want to Google and research on your own, that's where you get stuck. Yes, you get stuck. It needs experience, this thing. You get stuck if you try to Google this thing. You really get stuck. It takes experience for research to understand how does it work. So in terms of qualifications, you need your truck driver's license. Like I said, that's the tricky part. So in terms of truck driver's license, you need to understand the rules of what truck drivers or the government of New Zealand or the New Zealand transport agents requires you to have as a foreign truck driver. Because when you're coming from Africa or anywhere in the world going to New Zealand, you will be a foreign truck driver. So as a foreign truck driver, you need to be to understand what the New Zealand transport agents requires, okay? There is a process which they call the conversion, okay? So you've got two options. You can apply for a job here from Africa. Your employer employs you, gives you an offer letter. You apply for your new EWV visa. We call it the new accredited employer work visa. You get your new accredited employer work visa. That's a topic for another day. Once you get that work visa from Africa, then it allows you to go and work and live in New Zealand, even without the conversion of your driver's license. So according to New Zealand laws, okay, laws of the land, you need to convert your license, but you are allowed to drive in New Zealand with your African license or wherever you are from for 12 months from the date of entry. For example, you enter New Zealand with the new accredited employer work visa on the 1st of January 2023. You are given up to 31 December 2023 to use your license from Zimbabwe, South Africa, Botswana. You are allowed to use that license for 1 year. You are given 12 months from the date of your last entry, okay? So you are, in other words, you have to use your license from your country for 1 year, okay? Only 1 year you are allowed to use the license. And then what happens during that 1 year, you have got the opportunity to convert. This is most, guys, stop banging doors. This is very, very important when it comes to truck driving in New Zealand. You need to convert your truck driver's license, whatever code it is, whether it's from South Africa, it's from Zimbabwe. You need to convert it within 12 years, okay? You need to convert your license within 12 years. the conversion process differs, okay? It differs. You also need to understand this. It differs because it's either you come from an exempt country or you come from a non-exempt country. From here in Africa, if I'm not mistaken, only South Africa is an exempt country, okay? So only truck drivers or people from South Africa or foreigners from who have got South African driver's license are exempted in New Zealand. What do we mean from exemption? Exemption means you're not going to do another driving test in New Zealand. If you are not from South Africa or exempt countries like, for example, UK is an exempt country, Australia is an exempt country, America is an exempt country, South Africa is an exempt country. So someone like me, because I'm a South African driver's license holder, if I go to New Zealand, I'm exempted because I hold a South African driver's license. So I know we do have a lot of Zimbabweans with South African driver's license. You are exempted. It does not mean that anyone with a Zimbabwean truck driver's license cannot work in New Zealand. You can work, but you should understand where I'm going. So in terms of those with exempt countries, like those with licenses from exempt country, for example, South Africa, that is the nearest. We have people from that have got South African driver's license. When you get to New Zealand, you still have to convert your license, okay? You still have to convert your South African driver's license. But the only thing you do is the theory. They make you do the theory. What is the theory? The theory is like your learner's license, so that you know the road rules, you understand the road signs, etc, etc. So people from exempt countries, they convert their licenses by doing the theory only, okay? And I'm going to give you the prices. So from exempt countries, your overseas conversion application form to apply, it's $52.10, 52 New Zealand dollars 10 cents. Yeah, it's very little money. And then your theory test fee or your learner's test fee is $45.70. So in total, you need $97.80, 97 New Zealand dollars 80 cents if you have got a South African driver's license or if you hold a driver's license from an exempt country. Okay, now we go to non-exempt country, and I'll use Zimbabwe as an example. So Zimbabwe is a non-exempt country in New Zealand in terms of driver's license. What does it mean? It means everyone from Zimbabwe with a driver's license, when you go to New Zealand, you are going to do your learner's test, you are going to do your driver's license test again, meaning uchanopinda pamadhamu zvekare in Shona. Okay, you are going to do the process again. And how much is the process? You need to do your conversion application fee. It's $52.10, just like from the non-exempt countries. You have to do your theory test fee. It's $45.70, just like you're making noise for me. $45.70, just like from the non-exempt again. But because you are from a non-exempt country, you will need to do your practical fee. So your practical fee is $59.90. $59.90, that's your practical fee, like your road test, okay? And then your total fee that you need to have when you are in New Zealand to do this test is 157 New Zealand dollars 70 cents. People from Zimbabwe, truck drivers from Zimbabwe or skilled workers from Zimbabwe, you still need to convert your license to New Zealand driver's license. Okay, and then what do you need to apply for your conversion? I think we understand each other on exempt countries. I gave you an example, a driver's license from South Africa. Non-exempt countries, I gave you an example, Zimbabwe. So if you've got a driver's license from Zimbabwe, you are going to do your practical, your theory in New Zealand. But if you have a driver's license from South Africa, you are only going to do your theory, which is your learners. Okay, here we call it learners license. Okay, we are moving forward. So what is the process of conversion? So the process of conversion is quite easy. It's just like any process we do here in Africa. All you need is to fill the form it's called an overseas conversion form, or a DL5, okay? And how long does the conversion process takes? It takes 20 days, okay? So you fill your DL5 form, and then you present your evidence of your identity in the form of passport or ID, and then you need to do your eyesight just like we do here in Africa. In Zimbabwe as well, I believe so. You do your eye testing. Here in South Africa, we do eye test, and then you need to provide your medical certificate, which we don't do here in Africa. Medical certificate to say you are fit to drive. In New Zealand, you need to provide that. You need to provide to have your photos taken and the signature in their system. You need to pay the application fees, which I told you. You need to provide quality photos of everything you have, like your Zimbabwean or South African driver's license, your ID, your passport copy. They need quality photocopies of everything, of your documents from Africa, for example. Those with international driver's license in New Zealand does not want them, okay? So if I know some people don't have, why, I don't know, they don't have their original driver's license, but they've got international driver's license. It's not accepted in New Zealand. You can have it, but the most important thing need is your original driver's license from Zimbabwe or from South Africa or wherever you'll be coming from, okay? And then you also need to pass your theory. If you are from exempt country, you need to pass your learner's license. If you are from non-exempt country, you need to pass your learner's and your road test, which is your theory and your practical of driving at the level of the car you are applying, of the license you are applying. So you need to pass, like I said, no international driver's license required. And then I gave you the prices and okay, so when you do your license or your practical or your theory, they may decide, the NZTA, New Zealand Transport Agency, they may decide that we will give you the license under a condition. They give a condition called supervision condition. So it's either they will convert your license under supervision or they convert your license without supervision. If they convert your license without supervision, glory be to God. If they convert your license with supervision, glory be to God again. Why? Either way, you still allowed to drive. But what does supervision mean? So when you're a truck driver and they give you they convert your Zimbabwean or South African driver's license with supervision, it means you will need a supervisor whenever you are driving in New Zealand, okay? So that means you need to have someone who has got a New Zealand driver's license, who is a New Zealand driver's license of the class of vehicle you are driving. So if you are a truck driver, every time you are driving, you need to have a New Zealand truck driver again supervising you. Number one, that driver must have a New Zealand driver's license. Number two, that supervisor of yours must have had the license, New Zealand driver's license, for 2 good years. Okay, that's your supervisor. Number three, that supervisor must also not have supervision condition, which means 2 drivers with the supervision conditions, you cannot help each other. You need one without a supervision, one truck driver without a supervision license, supervising a Zimbabwean or a South African truck driver with a supervision condition on their truck driving license. Okay, I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask me questions later on. So that's all about the truck drivers. Otherwise, you can apply for a job now, get your job, as long as your employer is registered to recruit from abroad. So most truck driver companies, truck driving companies in New Zealand have got the license to recruit, or the permit or the permission to recruit from outside the country. So when you apply, when they recruit you, you tell them, I'll do my conversion whilst I'm in New Zealand. I've got 1 year, because some of them might not understand the conditions given by the NZTA. Some of them, they know about it. They know they've got 1 year. And some of the employers even pay for your costs for conversion, okay? So for those that negotiate their salaries, it's one of the things you need to negotiate when they give you offer of employment. You need to negotiate that they pay your conversion fees, because if you fail, you need to pay again. Of which that will be worrisome. You fail your truck driving license whilst in New Zealand, and you had gone there to work in New Zealand. So I don't know if you guys have got any questions for me. Right now I removed my screen so that I don't read what people write, but that's all about New Zealand truck drivers. And indeed they are recruiting. You just have to follow that. And there is also another opportunity for those with other qualifications. Oh, it's very beautiful. I'm so excited to talk about it. I'm so excited to talk about it, but that's a topic for another day. I can't do all the topics today. So all the other people that have got qualifications, degrees, PhDs, masters, New Zealand is for you. You just need to know what to do, okay? And for those that say they don't have time to watch my videos or whatever, or to do it, please come to me. I'll help you on the process. I'm not a visa agent, I'm not an immigration agent, but I will help you with the process, what you need to do so that you can apply for your New Zealand a permanent residence visa. You can leave Africa with a permanent residence visa. Like for me, I do qualify, because I checked. For me, I do qualify to migrate to New Zealand right now with a permanent residence visa. Wow, that's so beautiful. I do qualify. Thank God for that. That's the advantage also of education. So if you have got any degree, especially if two people, like a husband and wife, you have got degrees, New Zealand combined your degrees together, so that allows one of you to get permanent residence. And when you've got permanent residence visa, you can take your relatives, you can take with the PR, etc. It has got so many advantages, okay? So for people with degrees, PhDs, masters that are fed up with Africa, that want to relocate to New Zealand is beautiful. I wish my husband can just say, let's go, baby. I'll be so excited, because I do qualify. So permanent residence, imagine. I need to convince my husband. Pray for me so that God gives me the grace to convince my husband to move out of Africa. But anyway, so if you have got relatives with the degrees that are struggling to find employment, especially husband and wife with the degrees, it's an added benefit. Husband and wife with a master's degree, it's an added benefit. Guys, please, if you are suffering in Africa, things are not working well, you've got a degree, you've got a master's, you've got honors, please consider New Zealand. It's an opportunity for you to go with a permanent residence. There are so many advantages of going to New Zealand with a permanent residence. I will tell you, topic for another day. I'm not so sure what part that is gonna be, but I will let you know. So if you have got any questions, I'm going to bring my comments here so that I can read your comments. I slide it away, but I can bring it back. So now I'm going to bring your comments so that I respond. So if, okay, I'm seeing questions. Hi, Sisi Jini, ndokumbiro your number, tudakuya kuseri to know more. So if you want to book me, guys, or if you want to speak to me, I'm not available for everyone due to demand. I've got tens and thousands of people that wants to speak to me. So there is no way I can speak to everyone on WhatsApp or on my phone number. If you want to speak to me, please, you book me via my messenger. Here on this page, you just go to messenger and say, we want to book Sisi Jini. It's not free. My consultation, which is my booking, is 1,800, okay, for an hour. That's my rate. Hey, don't say it's expensive, Jenny, blah, blah, blah. Hey, my work is so difficult, okay? And it's my time. I charge for my time. So if you want me, you book via my messenger. Let's go to the other question. Who has got other question? My husband has got both South Africa and Zimbabwean. Good for him. Agnesa Gomadora. Good for him. Please, you need to apply for New Zealand. Yeah. If you need to know, I'm not done the rest of the process, you know what to do. You come through to me. you know, most I'm no longer giving all the information because of those copycats that wants to steal my research and run around making it is them that they are researching. So for those people that wants to run around and look like it's them, I'm not giving all the information. Anyone that needs all the information comes to me, I give them directly. And there's one thing good about people that do consultation, they don't share the information. Why? They respect their money. So there is no one that's going to pay their money for my consultation that's going to share information privately. But I'm coming with the conditions for New Zealand. I'll tell you, yes. But as usual, I won't tell you everything. I'll tell you, yes. Because if I say everything, they will run with it as if they started doing videos as if it's them when they're stealing from my page. Okay. And because other people are even stealing videos from this page and creating fake pages, because of that, I'm no longer putting all the information on any of my pages, because some are even subscribing. But now I'm also becoming smarter. The more they advance, the Holy Spirit makes me also advance further. So I'm taking all your questions now. Truck drivers, New Zealand is for you. My husband has got both. I've answered truck drivers. Any questions, guys? I've answered you. If you want to book me, you go via my messenger. Thank you so much. Isekai Sanjaya. You're doing great, sis. God bless you more and more. Thank you very much. Ndokumbiro namba yenyu, namba yangu nenda ku messenger. Unozowana namba yangu pa consultation because I will call you so you have my number. Let's go. I'm taking questions. Please tag and share these videos for other truck drivers. Yeah, some can use it themselves. This information for someone that knows how to do their thing. This information I'm giving you is enough to start applying, okay? For someone that knows their way around Googling and finding information, it's enough to gather your stuff. Antina sibanengi shumba 1,000 hourly. What if I spend 30 minutes? Will you keep remaining 30 minutes for the next session? I don't have 30-minute sessions. I do 1 hour sessions. So it's going to be a full hour, and you understand, because you are going to learn how to apply. Trust me, many of you don't even know how to apply. So 1 hour, some of the people that I consult with, they even do 1 hour 15 minutes. The other one, because that family really needed my time, I ended up, if I'm not busy, I can help you. I ended up doing almost 2 hours. 2 hours. And some of them I even do follow-ups. Not that it's part of the consultation, but I feel for the situation, especially abused women, I do follow-ups on them for free, okay? So to those that are saying there is no 30 minutes, it's 1 hour, if you leave it, we still, either way, I still help you replying on Messenger, on WhatsApp message, but I don't chat with you. If you stress me or put too much pressure on me, I block your number on WhatsApp. So if you're a nice person, you just ask general questions, I still assist you. I still help people until they go wherever they go. As long as they are not troublesome people, as long as they are not stressful people, I do assist. So don't think it's just 1 hour, you are gone. Yes, it's just 1 hour. That's the condition for my time. But I'm a human being. I will assist you. I will answer your questions, because I know even after consultation, some even come months and months later. People that I consulted with, they still come and ask if they haven't found employment. And you still see me on my page. I still post. If you're a driver or if you're a caregiver, you still haven't found anything and you consulted with me, please message me. So I still help the people that consult with me. Okay. Another, I see Jennifer, you book 1-on-1. When are you giving the day? Like after how long? Murambiwa Matare. So it's not me, my brother Murambiwa Matare. It's my booking system, because I'm booked in advance. Remember, it's not only Zimbabweans. These videos, I put them on my YouTube. I've got Nigerians, I've got Kenyans, I've got Namibians, I've got Botswanans, I've got so many people from all over the world. I've got people in Europe. I help people in Europe migrate to other countries. So it's the whole world. I help anyone from all over the world. So my booking is always booked in advance. So I can't tell, it depends on my booking system, but right now, because I'm still on maternity leave at my work, I'm pushing a lot. So I think you can get dates right now. I think a week or 2 weeks right now, you can get dates, except for some people that needs certain months. because of what they want. And remember, I don't do Facebook only. I do business consultations as well. So I've got business consultations. I'm booked till like November. Okay, for business, I'm already booked till November. So guys, it depends with what exactly, but you just check with my messenger. They will tell you. You go to my messenger, they will assist you. Okay, and remember, I'm not only booked for relocation. I'm booked for marriages. I'm booked for ideas. I'm booked for Facebook. I do Facebook pages. I do Facebook monetizations. I'm booked for a lot of things. Some people, they just want to say like, Sisi Gina, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do with my life. People come to me to say, I don't know what to do with my life. And I help them, you know. It's different after talking to me behind the scene. It's completely different. You can speak to anyone that has done consultation with me. If that person is not different after that, then it's beyond me or it's beyond me. But trust me, everyone that I consult with is transformed, changed completely. You might not have the idea that you have. You might live with a different, complete idea. So just understand that. I don't want to talk about that because I sound like I'm marketing for myself, but I was just answering my brother was asking for the dates and why it's so difficult to get a closer date like tomorrow or next week. It's very difficult because I'm booked in advance, but like now I'm not yet full-time back at my work, so there is time. So my brother Mrambiwa, you go to my page, you speak to my PA, and if you have got like other challenging stuff, you can speak to her and then she'll speak to me and then we take it from there. As long as everything is organized. I just don't like people that call me, take the number on the page and call me. I block. I don't have time for that. We just need to follow the orderly way because I also have got things to do, family and other stuff. So when everything is organized, it runs smoothly for everyone. Everyone is happy. But if it's not organized, it becomes a mess. So we work with order, like our Father in heaven is an orderly God. So we work with order. So if you've got any questions regarding truck drivers for New Zealand, feel free to ask whilst I'm here. Then I'll answer you before I go and start making supper for my family. I'm happy. My brother Mrambiwa is happy. And share the video. It's an opportunity for truck drivers, just like an opportunity for teachers I've shared about. Coming next is an opportunity, I'm not so sure which one. I still have a lot for New Zealand. Part 3, I don't know which topic we are doing, but we need to talk. There's one topic that I love, guys, for people that are educated. So if you know someone that is educated and is struggling in Africa, someone that has got a degree and struggling in Africa, please let them follow this page for coming topics, okay? It will benefit them. You can leave Africa with a permanent residence for New Zealand. You can leave Africa with a permanent residence. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. You can leave Africa with a permanent residence. Truck drivers as well, you are able, if you've got enough points, because we do have some truck drivers that are qualified, but they came because of our situation in Zimbabwe or in Africa, there is no employment. They ended up doing truck driving, but they've got other qualifications like mechanics, etc. You stand a chance as well to apply to leave Africa with a permanent residence. So guys, please, and do not hesitate to apply for jobs in New Zealand. There are so many jobs, from administration, marketing, human resources, so many fields that is open. I will never be able to touch all of them, but there are so many opportunities for you guys to find something to do. So just because the healthcare visa in UK is closed, and the sad news is, yesterday I saw a video, I don't know how true it is, but I saw VP Chiwenga emphasizing that no one is supposed to recruit health workers from Zimbabwe because Zimbabwe needs them. And that put too much pressure on those countries that were recruiting caregivers. So please, there's still an opportunity to do other qualifications so that you stand a chance to go abroad. Please, it's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late. I always tell you, my mother went back at 42 years to do her first degree. She went back to school. It's never too late. Right now, my mother, she's a master's degree holder. After going back to school, after 42 years. So it's never too late. And if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, do something. And many of you saying, no, I did not pass O-level. UNISA allows you to do bridging courses. A bridging course is a course that is done for someone who did not do A-level, for someone who does not have all the subjects. You can do bridging course so that you qualify for a degree or a diploma. You start slowly, then you upgrade. They'll give you some subjects to do. If you pass those subjects, they allow you to do a degree or a diploma, depending on how much you pass the subjects they give you. So it's never too late. Don't say, me, I did not finish O-level. You can still go back to school. If you are above 23 years and you've got a passport, UNISA still takes you and allows you to learn and upgrade your skills. So never ever prioritize eating. Never ever prioritize doing your hair. You see me, I say, yes, Jenny, you love free hand so much. Yes, I love free hand so much because I don't have time to put, okay, for me, I don't want to lie before God. I can't afford any hairstyle that I want, but I don't have time for that. I'm busy studying right now. Gino, on top of your qualifications, you're studying. Yes, until I'm called Dr. Jean. Not this fake doctor, you write doctor. No, I mean doctor. As in a qualified doctorate, qualified scientific researcher. I won't rest. Slowly but surely I'll get there. That's the idea. Not that school is easy. You upgrade, you learn. I wasn't one of the brightest at school. But if you are willing, as long as you've got a willing heart, as long as you've got a willing mind, you can go back to school. Last year, I was encouraging people on my page, saying, guys, go back on YouTube. You can learn coding. Right now, one of the ladies that took my advice, she's a coder. She's coding right now. She started with YouTube, but right now she's got a coding certificate from this page. And guess what? She was working as a domestic worker here in South Africa. But she took my advice. She's always saying, Sissy Jean. She even sent me money for drinks. Said, thank you so much. That's why people appreciate me and love me. Because if you take my advice, you upgrade yourself. You will never remain. You will never undermine yourself. Even right now, if you don't have critical skills needed in any country that you want, that's not the end of the world. You can go back to school and upgrade yourself. And still go to that country as a skilled worker. Guys, trust me. I'm here, I'm telling you. I'm testifying. Never listen to people that say education is rubbish or education is nothing. Education is powerful. Right now, if I want to go to Australia, I'll go to Australia. If I want to go to New Zealand, I'll go to New Zealand. Why? Skilled qualification. If I want to go to Canada, I'll go to Canada. Why? Skilled qualification. Hi, Heather. Hi, my daughter. How are you? I miss you so much. Batikaiwe. Why? Because there's a skilled, you've got a skill. Do something. Yes, caregiver was a route to go to UK. But now that our government doesn't want us to go, they are blocking everything. What do? Look for something. I'm telling you about New Zealand. Why? I'm telling you there is still hope for you. I'm telling you there's still opportunities for you. African people, when there are opportunities, I'm telling you, New Zealand is full with people from Pakistan. New Zealand is full with drivers from India. New Zealand is full from drivers from all over the world, except Africa. Why? We don't know. But now I'm telling you, use the opportunity. Use it and maximize. See, me, I'm a truck driver. And my wife, she just finished a degree in teaching for ECD. She's waiting for graduation. So is it okay to do consultation together same time? Me and her. You and your wife, yes, Mrambiwa Matare. So you and your wife are one. I don't charge you separate. So if you and your wife come together, you are one. What God has joined, who am I to separate? When you are husband and wife, I consult with you together. I will split the time equally. I'll do the husband. I normally start with the husband because I respect men. I start with the husband, then we go to the wife, then we combine you together and we come up. Guys, my consultation is very deep and broader. You'll be shocked. But anyway, I'll be like, I'm marketing for myself. Anyway, guys, so this is it. I'm just encouraging you. Caregiver is closed or they are restricting you, but that's not the end of the world. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on yourself. There is something you can still do. There are so many free courses you can do on YouTube. Yes, it's good to come and watch people's videos doing rubbish and talking rubbish and whatever. But use your data, use your Wi-Fi to listen to things that transform you, to listen to people that challenge you, to listen to opportunities. These are opportunities for you and me. Okay? If I'm not using them, that doesn't mean that you can't use them. Use them. Maximize. I'm telling you, Indians are there. Go to Australia. Australia is full of Indians. What makes you think, how did all Indians go there? New Zealand has got Indians truck drivers. So why not truck drivers from Africa? You are here eating peanuts. Changes. The salaries you're getting here, it's nothing to what you get there. It will transform your life. So many graduates that are suffering. Let's leave the medical field. World Health Organization has put the medical field on hold. Okay, well, but that doesn't mean the whole world, the whole Africa is full of medical field or health employees. No, or health professionals. No. We've got so many fields. I talk about teachers. I talk about truck drivers. The problem, people wait until it's too late. That's when people start running. Sissy Jenny, now I'm having people like this that wants to book for caregivers. Last year when I was talking about, from March last year, I was calling for caregivers. March last year, I was telling you. And I was telling people, guys, come quicker. Do this thing now. It's going to end. And some write in comment section, who are you saying that is going to end? Who are you saying that is going to end? Guys, there's one thing about education. Education opens up your mind. Education makes you, especially when you are like me, when we research. When we research, we see so many things that are coming up. You know, you can foretell, you can foresee. We call it the eye of the fox, predicting in advance, scientific prediction in advance of possibilities that may happen. Why? We see on trends, we see on research, this might happen, this might come to an end. But when you tell people, it's like, who are you? Yes, God is a God of impossibilities. But also God helps you when you help yourself. When an opportunity comes, maximize on it. I'm telling you now about New Zealand. Don't wait for next year. I'm going to wait. I'll go out. Some would start coming, putting pressure. I want to consult now. Say, Jean, please make way for me. It's urgent. What can I do now? I cannot do magic. You know what's happening outside. There is nothing I can do for caregivers. There is no magic. We have to be positive and look ahead. We have to be positive. Don't wait for last minute. Do something. We are telling you now. Simbinoro Pisa. Yes, my daughter. Fast, quicker. Use the opportunity. All the caregivers that started early, they're already in the UK. But those that started doing courses later, I was telling you, it's called risk taking. You do the course and wait. There is no guarantee. People that entered already. UK opened again in the 1994s. You would go with all your children on one passport. Long time ago. Everyone would enter UK. I remember we went with my father on his passport. A child, we didn't have passports. We would be accompanying our father on his passport. UK people entered. Long time ago, my father was based in London. We would enter UK just like that with your father or your mother on one passport. But you see how things changed. UK became an impossible destination. Just like now, social workers, UK is taking. But except Zimbabwe was with this World Health Organization, red listing. I don't know what's happening. But maximize on opportunity. Now I'm talking of New Zealand. And I'm going to talk of so many. Hi, Yokozuna, Zimbabwe. How are you? I'm good, my love. I'm talking about it now. Maximize on New Zealand. I'm going to talk about another country. Maximize on it. Others right now, they are busy on Google. Others right now, they are busy booking. Others right now are busy finding out information. And you see them gone. By the time majority of us like, let me start doing it now. It's closed. Done. Because what happens with a country, the moment information becomes public, that's why I say I prioritize people in subscription page. I prioritize them. Like now I'm giving you information, but there is more information I'm going to give to people on subscription page. Yes, because I want them to go. Why? They support me. I want them to go. So by the time you guys start gripping that information, they'll be gone already. And those employers will be saying, why is it people from Zimbabwe applying? Why is it all CVs I'm receiving are people from Zimbabwe? What's happening with people from Zimbabwe applying now? They will block. It's done. America did the same thing again. America opened. Truck drivers come. Those who were first, some were saying, it's a scam. There's nothing like that. How can America take truck drivers? Some were hesitant. Some were doubting. It's like, let them go, I will see. They went and they entered. They got a permanent residence. Upon arrival in America, they would get their permanent residence. Others by the time say, I hear in America they're taking people. Closed. COVID came. Blocked. I'm telling you about New Zealand, but I can't foresee what's happening in the future. What if another disease comes? You are still in Africa. Closed again. So when you hear of an opportunity, quickly check. Find out where you stand. Find out your chances. Find out your opportunities and leave. Otherwise, we will remain here in Africa. But if you all remain here in Africa, there is a difference. Some are remaining in Africa because they are okay. Some are remaining in Africa because they are getting foreign currency in Africa. But some are remaining in Africa because they are ignorant. Some are remaining in Africa because they are lazy to find out information. Some are remaining in Africa because they are stingy. A stingy person will not pay for anything. They will not even pay for their own school fees, but they will buy Nando's and KFC. I always tell you an example how I went to school here in South Africa. I suffered, not only me, everyone that I went to school with, we suffered. Some were house girl. Me also, I worked as a house girl here in South Africa for an Indian woman, Indian couple. We suffered here in South Africa. When we started, I always tell you this. Not that I'm telling you so that you say, I'm telling you so that you understand. I was also a house girl for an Indian couple, 3-story building. I cleaned it. I washed the popo, you know how they splash it. I washed it. I cleaned. I fed the dog. I cleaned the swimming pool. I did it. But here I am here. Postgraduate degrees holder. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Why? Shungu. I did not want to remain a house girl forever. I did not want to be receiving 800 rands. And when we came, I was receiving 800 rands per month. 800 rands per month. No accommodation, no food, nothing. And you know Indians, anyone working for Indians, you know how they treat people. They would give me scraps from the pots. You start to work at 8. Where I was staying far away. I would catch the bus at 4:30. From 4:30, I'm in a bus. I would get out of the bus at 8 in the morning. In a bus, traveling to work for 800 rands. But I did not allow that to make me stay there. I refused. I sacrificed. I told you how we used to eat paninis. Panini in South Africa. Dry bread. We used to spend the whole weekend eating dry bread. We used to share a 2-liter bottle of drink. 10 people drinking a 2-liter bottle of drink at university. Whole day. 10 Zimbabweans exchanging that 2-liter. We would go to ShopRite to buy those paninis. Have 10 straws because we share 2 rand, 2 rand, 2 rand. And then we'll buy the paninis 2 rand 50, 2 rand 50. So you needed 10 rands to eat at school the whole day. That 10 rands included 5 rands for two paninis. 2 rand for the cool drink. And you would put 10 straws in a bottle. When it's your turn, you put your straw, you sip, you pass it over to the next one. He sips. It doesn't matter female or ladies. We were sharing with my brothers and my sisters. Right now, all those people I was sharing a drink with, we have got accountants, executives, managers, everyone, almost 3/4 of them owns houses. But we did not wake up like that. There were some of us Zimbabweans that very time that were eating Nando's. We could smell Nando's. Our university is close to so many Nando's. We could smell KFC. But we did not have a budget to buy simple KFC. We did not have a budget to buy Hungry Lion. We did not have a budget to buy chicken from ShopRite. We could not afford it because we needed money for textbooks. We needed money for school fees. And we were not earning that much. But we sacrificed. So my brothers and sisters, it's never too late to upgrade yourself. It's never too late to take yourself back to school. Don't say I was down at school. Don't say I failed mathematics. That doesn't say you can't go to university because you failed mathematics. My sister, you will learn mathematics until you understand mathematics. There is no degree that you do without mathematics. You have to do a module of mathematics. But trust me, you will do it and you pass it. Why? It's your school, it's your money. You will feel the pain of paying school fees. There is a difference of paying school fees yourself and when someone is paying school fees for you. When my mother was paying school fees for me, I didn't understand the value of it. But when I started paying my own school fees, I never wanted to fail any subject. So that's the difference between going back to school as an adult and school when you were still young. When you were still young, you were just doing school. You didn't understand the value of school. You were just doing school because you have to go to school. You have to do Form 4. But now when you go to school, you know life. You know how painful it is to move with a mop. You know how painful it is to scrub someone's poo. You know how painful it is to clean someone's house. You know how painful it is. So you value your money. Trust me, everyone that goes to school, back to school as an adult, they pass. So don't say just because you failed O level or you ended at Form 3, you can't go back to university. My sister, my brother, you can go back to school. Degrees for everyone. I tell you, my mother went back to university at 42. At university, we have got adult people as to 65, 70 doing their degrees. I saw them with my eyes. Go to any university, any campus. You will see old people, gray hair people at school, which means there is no limit for university. And after 23 years, universities like UNISA, they take you, even without A level. So don't say, I don't earn a lot of money. I'm a Madumbe. My sister, you are earning more than 2,000. Till now we send ourselves back to school when we were earning 800 rands. So for me, many people might not understand. I don't have pity for someone that says, me, I'm an orphan. Me, I'm a full orphan. Me, I grew up kwa Jimba. Me, I walked on Majawi. Me, I suffered. So there is no level of poverty you can tell me. But I'm here today. Yes, I'm here today, enjoying the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. I'm here to testify. And I thank God, because if I had never suffered, I thank God, if I had never worked in someone's house here in South Africa, I wouldn't have, it was going to be very difficult for me to understand anyone. It was going to be very difficult for me to motivate anyone. I motivate you because I lived the life. I live the life you are living. Don't tell me about living in a shack. That was my comfort when I moved to South Africa. I stayed in a shack. I bathed in a small dish. Yes, me. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm very, very confident of my past. It put me here. I stayed in a shack where when it's raining, we used to stand up. When it's raining here in South Africa. I arrived in winter. In a hockey here in South Africa. My friends, my South African friends, when I tell them I lived in a hockey, they don't believe me. They say you are lying. You are a liar. The other one, I promised them to take you where I used to live. You understand? But for me, now it makes sense. God allowed me to went through all that. So that when I tell you what is poverty, you understand. Which gives you hope that God has got good plans for you. You just have to work towards God's plans for you. Don't just say, oh, for I know the plans that you have for me, God. They're to give me hope and a good future. Yes, you can meditate on the word of God. But what are you doing to go to the good future that God has for you? I don't want the Christians that say, yes, amen, Papa, amen, Papa. I'm going to drive my car. Receive your car, yes, Papa. But you don't have a driver's license. God has got good plans for you. What are you doing to attain those good plans? You need to meet him. Meet God. Motivate God to do it for you. You can say, I need a house. You need a house, but you are eating all your salary. You are not even saving. You can't even buy a brick. You don't even have money for deposit. But you need a house. Do something towards the good life that you want. If you cannot visualize, you cannot work towards it. It's never too late. New Zealand cut-off age is 52 years. Which means you can still go back to school, my sister. Get a degree. Get an honors. Get a master's degree. And still go to New Zealand and get your permanent residence from Africa. You can still do it. It's never too late. So the problem, many of you, you want things done now. You want it now, my dears. You need to have patience. You work towards your goal. Look at the long-term goal. If it's attaining your master's, go for it. Go for it. You will see in my next topic, the advantages of education. I hope it's my next topic. Let's see what's coming. Guys, I have to go. I hope I've motivated you. I hope I've inspired you. It's never too late. You are looking at an orphan. You are looking at someone who grew up in the rural areas. You are looking at someone who couldn't find food, who did not have food some days. You are looking at someone who did not grow up with everything. You are looking at someone who worked so hard to be where she is. You are looking, today I was telling someone how I worked so hard here in South Africa to be in management level. I worked 24/7, 365 days a year for 13 good years here in South Africa to be in executive position. I worked so hard. So what am I telling you? There is nothing in this world you get without working so hard. Don't listen to people. Facebook did not make me. It's a lie. I'm not successful because of Facebook. Yes, Facebook is paying me. Glory be to Jesus. It's extra income. But Facebook did not make me. Ask people that know me. There is nothing I did not do to work. I've worked hard academically. I've worked hard with my hands. I've worked hard at my workplace. I've earned everything that I have. I've earned every knowledge that I have. I have earned every experience that I have. You have to work hard. There is nothing in this world that comes so easily. I'm not just someone on Facebook that survives on Facebook. No, I've got life without Facebook. And I've got life on Facebook. That's completely different. It comes through hard work. It comes through sacrificing. It comes through not eating what you want. Many of you, the problem, you want to eat what you want. You cannot eat what you want and have good things. You cannot eat what you want and go to school. You cannot eat meat every day and pay school fees. You cannot eat meat every day and pay for your master's. A master's degree is expensive. A degree is expensive. A diploma is expensive. You have to eat cabbage. You have to eat dried food. You have to share something with someone. If it means downscaling, you downscale. That's why you see someone like me. I don't need to come on Facebook with a bling bling. To me, I have it. So what? Why do I need to come and show you? I have it. If I want to put 3D makeup, I can put 3D makeup and go to my office. I fly all over the world. If I want to put makeup and put nice wigs, I do that. I enter meetings with billionaires and trillionaires. I don't need to come and show you that because I live the life. There is no need for that. I want to motivate you. I want to inspire you. I want to encourage you so that you understand. You sacrifice. Am I not living in my house with a free hand? Am I not driving my car with a free hand? Is my family not happy with a free hand? So my sister, why do you need bling bling when you can use that money to go back to school? Why do I need to put nails every day when you can use that money to go to school? Upgrade yourself, buy textbooks, educate yourself. You rather buy data. Trust me, if I was in this generation without education, I'll be on another level. Because for someone like me, the thing that limited us was we didn't have technology. Remember when we were going to school, technology wasn't this advanced like now. There were no free courses. Now you've got free courses on YouTube. You've got free online education. My dears, I do not want to hear anyone giving me an excuse of why you do not have education. There are so many free courses. So many. There are teachers on YouTube that will teach you every course from IT to engineering. You can learn, my brothers, everything on YouTube. But you choose not. You choose not. You choose to follow gossip. You choose to follow drama instead of upgrading yourself. My family, the word of God in Ecclesiastes says, chance is given to all, the rich and the poor. God gives chance to everyone. That's why now there is a free education for the rich and for the poor. It's up to you to go on YouTube and learn how to code. Or it's up to you to sleep and watch Netflix. Or it's up to you to sleep and follow Facebook channel. Or it's up to you to sleep and follow Instagram pictures. Or it's up to you to sleep and follow people living their lives. The choice is yours. Otherwise, God, being alive, God has given you the opportunity. God has given you the chance to do everything. The only person limiting yourself is you. The only person stopping yourself from getting a degree is you. Because whether you are at 40, whether you are at 50, you can go back to school. I'm telling you, after turning 23 years, University of South Africa and most university, they exempt you. You are no longer asked for A-level. You are no longer asked for so many things. They take you as you are. And they give you what is called bridging courses so that you can learn and be able to go to school and get a degree, get a master's. So the only person that is between you and a good life is you. The only person that is stopping you from living your dream life is you. The only person that is stopping you from driving your dream car is you. You can have everything you want, anything you want. The sky is the limit. When white people and the English people said the sky is the limit, now it makes sense to me. Because indeed the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit for everyone. Because any course is available on YouTube. Any university course is available on YouTube. Maths is available on YouTube. We have got teachers that are teaching Form 1 Maths on YouTube. We have got, why is your wife not going to school? She stays at home looking after children. That's fine. She can study. She can learn on YouTube. Then register O-level and still write. My family, it's up to you. For me, I'm here to motivate you. And I won't stop. Because when I see testimonies of people I motivated last year about YouTube, attaining international certifications of coding, which coding they learn from YouTube, I'm inspired. I'm pumped up to continue doing what I'm doing because it's working. So my family, I can only motivate you. I can only encourage you. I can only inspire you. But the final decision is on you. With that, I have to love you and leave you before that baby wakes up. That baby sleeps for an hour and is up to breastfeed. So I have to go before that baby's up. My family, I love you. I know a lot of people, they don't want to listen when we talk sensible things. They don't want to listen when we talk about things that benefit you. But when we hear things that are benefiting nobody, vulgar stuff, we are number one. Millions of us. But for the few that are here, may God help you. May God help you to transform your lives. The sky is the limit. With education, you can live in any country that you want. The world, I love Pastor Chris. Pastor Chris says, the world is in need of skilled people. The world is in need of critical skilled people. There is no country that will say no to an educated person. There is no country that will decline an education person. Any educated person is needed. So don't listen to those who say education is valueless. People with education are nothing. Watch for the videos that are coming. You will see education is not rubbish. Education is the key to life. If education is not working in Zimbabwe, it doesn't mean it doesn't work in the rest of the world. Education works. My family, I love you very much. God bless you. Subscribers, tomorrow I don't do a video here, but subscribers, tomorrow is Friday, right? Yes. Tomorrow is Friday. So subscribers, I'm going to do a video on subscription page, which means my next video on my page is going to be on Monday. So Monday, we are moving again with New Zealand. Subscribers, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to post here the time that we'll be doing the live video on subscription page. So if you have got any questions regarding anything that I've spoken about, anything you want to ask from me, subscribers, I'll be answering tomorrow evening, eh? So we're going to do it tomorrow evening or Saturday. Oh, no. I think Saturday. I'll confirm tomorrow whether I'm going to do a video on subscription page tomorrow or a Saturday evening, but I will confirm. My family, I love you. Please share the video. When you share the video, you are helping someone who doesn't know about me. You are helping someone that is a truck driver. You are helping our truck drivers. Even if the information doesn't benefit you, let's help someone. Let's help these truck drivers. They stand a chance. So why can't we allow them to go? It benefits our country. It benefits our nation, and we are helping another family. So please, I know everyone has got groups that they follow. I ask you, please share the video, even to 5 groups, 10 groups, 2 groups, whatever. But please do something to help someone. It's very good to be a helpful person in life. You never know how God will reward you. With that, I have to love you and leave you. Thank you so much. See you next time.